Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you will be in good health. Take out your SST textbook. Take out page number 13. Today we will start a new topic, types of map. Different information is displayed on different maps. Displayed means shown. So basically we have 4 types of map. First is weather map. Weather map shows the weather patterns in an area at a particular time. For example, as you can see, I think this light blue color can shows the rainfall, dark blue color shows the flood. So this weather map is showing us that which of the regions have rainfall, which of the regions have flood, etc. It is look at this legend. It is giving us information about light blue color is 25 millimeter. I think this is telling us about rainfall. Dark bluish color is 126 millimeter. So like these colors show us the different rainfalls in different regions. Next is physical map. As the name indicates, it shows us physical landscape, means physical features such as rivers, mountains, lake, etc. For example, look at this map. It's showing us physical features like this. Brown color shows us mountain, green color shows us forests, yellow color shows us deserts, etc. So physical map shows physical features of an area on the map. Third one is political map. It shows provincial and national boundaries and capital and major cities. Capital cities are usually marked with a star or dot inside the circle. For example, as you can see here, this map shows us the national boundaries, international boundaries between different cities. For example, this is FATA, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit Baltistan. Like these are the major boundaries. Look at this. This is in green color. This is brown color. This is in cream color or light yellow color. So political map can shows us the national or international boundaries between the major cities and countries. Road map, as the name indicates, it shows the major highways, some minor roads like minimum roads and maximum roads. Railroads, tracks means railway tracks, airports, cities and other important points in an area. Road maps are useful when planning the trips because carrying a road map helps you to find the directions to drive. Now look at this, like these red lines are describing the roads, that which of the following road is going from which direction into which direction. Like when you are going to visit some area, you have to take the road map along with you, so it will help you to find the direction. Next is elements of a map. Elements means different features of a map. First is title. The title should be simple. It should clearly show the purpose of the map. It usually appears on the top of the map. For example, as you can see, Pakistan Airways. So this is the title of the map. Like it shows us that this map is about Pakistan Airways or Pakistan Airlines. So title should be simple and clear. Next is symbols. Symbols are used on the maps to represent different natural or man-made features found on the surface of the earth. The symbols can be pictures, words or shortened words. For example, as you can see, these are some symbols. Like this is black circle, this is red dot, and this is dark black. This is dark purple line, light purple line. So these are different symbols which shows us different features. For example, this red dot tells us about the capital of country. Dark purple line tells us about national international boundary. So on the map where we should find out the dark purple line, so we should be clear that it should be the international boundary. So symbols are like these are symbols. Next is direction indicator. It shows where the north, south, east or west are present on the map. On most of the maps, north point toward the top of the map. As you can see, this is direction indicator. This is north, which is on the top. South is at the bottom. This is east and west. So if we can see that which of the countries in the north direction, south direction, east or west, so direction indicator can help us to find out the direction. Legend. To know what each symbol means, it means that legend can give us the explanation of each of the symbol. We need to use the legend on the map. It includes all the symbols used in the map and explains what each of them means. A legend is also called as key because it helps us to unlock the information that is stored on the map. For example, look at this. This is the legend. Legend means this explanation of each of the symbol is called legend. For example, what this red dot means, what this black dot means. So this information is called as legend, like explanation of the symbols. Next is scale bar. The scale of the map shows the size of the map as compared to the actual size of the area that the map is showing. Scale bars are useful as they help us to calculate exactly how big or small a feature is in an area. For example, this is now scale. It shows us the distance in kilometers. For example, if we are going to find out the distance between two areas, two cities or two countries, so it scale shows us the distance in kilometers. For example, 20 to 60 kilometers, etc. Last one is grid lines. Grid help you to locate the places on the map. A grid uses lines to make numbered rows and columns on the map. Rows go from side to side like horizontal, and columns go from top to bottom like vertical. Every place on the map is in a single row and column. Now let me show you an example. Now look at this. This is an example of grid line. Assume that this is a map. This is column, 4 column. Column 1, 2, 3 and 4, like it is from top to bottom, and these horizontal lines are rows. Row 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For example, this is a map, and when someone asks from me that where is Lahore, so I will tell him or her that Lahore is in the 4th column and 3rd row. Like grid lines can help us to find out the location of any city or country. For example, if someone asks from me that where is Peshawar located, so I will tell him or her that in the 4th column and 5th row Peshawar is located. So this is a grid line which help us to locate or to find out the location of or direction of any country or city. Okay, take out your workbook. Take out page number 10. The question is tick the correct answer. There can be more than one answers. Okay. First one is map describe important features of an area of land in written form, in visual form or in graphic form. So tick the two options, in visual form or in graphic form, as there is mentioned here that there can be more than one answers. Number 2 is map show us only dash inside of houses, top view of features or inside of buildings, as we have studied that it shows us only top view of features. Third is map give us dash a lot of information, a very little information. So tick the option a lot of information. Question 2 and 3 is your homework. Number 2 is that write the differences between a globe and a map. Take out your textbook and write the differences between the globe and the map, as we have studied that globe gives us information but not in so much detail as compared to map. And question number 2 is look at the maps, identify the type of map shown and write a brief description of the information displayed on each. For example, first one is a weather map, as we have studied. Second is road map, and this third one it is political map. So you have to write the differences or the features about these 3 maps. So I think this is enough for today. Thank you so very much, my dear students. Allah Hafiz.